Hello everybody. Today we're going to look at McGill's Big 3 curl up, the McGill curl up. Although I think it's oddly named because there isn't any element of curl in the exercise. There's none of the Pilates style of segmental rolling type movements either from the top or the bottom in this exercise. The idea is to create a lot of tension through your abdominal core and to activate all of your abdominal musculature all at once. So that's the obliques, the transverse abdominis and the rectus abdominis all at once. So lying down on your back and straightening one leg. Straightening one leg. You're going to place your hands underneath the small of the back. So you should have a hollow in your lower back. You're not going to pull your spine down into the deck like some teachers would encourage you to do. You're going to maintain and retain this hollow shape, and you're going to take both hands and you're going to put them in underneath that small of the back area. So it provides a little bit of support, and it also gives you some feedback just in case you are tempted to flatten the back down into the ground and create that curl, that roll, that tilt with your pelvis and your lower back. That plays no part in this exercise. So one leg goes straight, the other one remains bent, and I'm going to cover my decency here, back in with the hands, and you're going to elevate the elbows just a little distance off the floor. You want to create the brace, the engagement of your abdominal muscles, just like you would if somebody was going to punch you in the stomach, or if somebody was standing up next to you and rather meanly said they were going to step on your belly. You would brace against that. You would tension your muscles out against that load coming down from above towards the floor. So you're going to brace. And what I want you to think about is the six-pack muscles, where they go between the bottom of your rib cage and the front of your pelvis, the pubic symphysis. Imagine that they are going to contract and shorten. And if you're not going to roll, if you're not going to curl up in that direction and shorten that distance, then the only thing that can happen, because you're going to maintain the hollow shape, is as they get tighter, they're just going to pull your shoulders and your head up that way. Now the distance that your head and shoulders are going to go, very, very small, very small. If anything, you're just going to feel a little lightening of the head from the floor. Keep breathing and keep tensioning those abdominal muscles. And then relax. Switch the legs over, and after a few seconds rest, go again. Tension those abdominal muscles. Make sure there's no added pressure down onto your hands. Little bit of elevation of the elbows from the floor. More tension, and a little elevation of the shoulders and the head from the floor. McGill will have it that you should imagine your head is on a scale, and the scale just ticks over to 0 when you take your head off the floor. Just that moment of lift. It can be quite demanding on the muscles in your neck. You may
want to do a little exercise to strengthen those muscles in your neck, you can place your fists underneath your chin and make as though you were going to push the fists up, tipping the head back like so. You're going to resist that. So you get a lot of tightening in the muscles underneath the chin, into the throat, into the front of the neck, that will resist that extension. When you do that, try and keep your teeth lightly in contact and your tongue on the roof of your mouth, just in behind your top teeth. So that's it. It's a strange little exercise. It's really all about building a lot of tension in your abdominal musculature, and it really helps you to groove that idea of abdominal muscle engagement. It's a stabilizer for your lower back and your pelvis, and it's a crucial element that you can take on to more dynamic forms of exercise, lifting, pushing, pulling. All of those, to be done safely, require you to be able to develop all of this tension. So the McGill curl up, part of the big three, that's what it's for. How many should you do? We recommend using a Russian pyramid style of repetitions and sets. I think when you're very first starting out, do few really well, rather than trying to do many with the technique getting sketchy. So for example, do 3 repetitions in your first set. So remember, as you've performed your first one, have a short rest. Second one, change the legs over, go again. Third one, go again, have a rest. Get up, have a walk around, shake it off, 30 seconds to a minute, or as long as you really need for that recovery. Come and lie down and do 2 repetitions. Shake it off, come back, 1 final repetition. And as you get better at it, as you build some endurance in these muscles and feel more capable, you can take those numbers up. Still keep 8 to 10 second holds for each repetition, but increase the number of repetitions that you're doing, up to 6 or 8 in the first set. Drop it down maybe by 2 this time. If you've done 8, do 6 in the second, do 4 in your third and final set. That's what's known as a Russian pyramid. Give it a try. Comment down below, get in touch, ask questions. It's not the easiest exercise to do, in my opinion. Maybe that's my own personal muscular deficit, but it's really important to practice and develop this skill alongside the side bridge and the bird dog, the other 2 from McGill's Big 3. I hope you have success with it. Let me know.